Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. O eto na, it's 8 p.m. here in the state of California. Now, meron lang talaga akong ikaklaro kasi parang maraming mga Pilipino na walang alam sa mga pangyayari dyan sa Pilipinas. And it's really sad because this is actually that really concerns the majority of the Philippine, not majority but the entirety of the Philippine nation. Nakakagimbal kasi parang wala silang mga alam sa mga pangyayari dyan. Tapos may nagbe-message pa talaga dito sa akin na sinasabi, ayan, nanaro na naman yung sinusuportaan yung magnanakaw ng VP Sara. Okay, eto parang hindi nila alam na kung bakit naging unconstitutional yung impeachment ni VP Sara. Okay, so ito kasing nangyari. I believe there were 3 complaints that were filed against her in December of 2024. And it was then archived and effectively dismissed in the House's adjournment. And the reason for that is because there were no heavy evidence that could support the claim that were filed against her in December of 2024. Now, on that day that it was actually adjourned on February 5, 2025, I believe, na there was another impeachment complaint that were filed against VP Sara by Representative Sandro Marcos, and it was spearheaded by House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Now, on that same day, they actually sent it as a formal articles of impeachment. However, they did not look into the fact that it was actually unconstitutional. Now, ito po talagang nakakabahala po, kasi these people are running our country. Many senators are saying that, bakit nila ginawang unconstitutional yun? Dapat pinush natin yung impeachment. Yun na nga po. Senators po kayo, and House Speaker Martin Romualdez, ano ba yan? Bakit ang bobobo nyo? Now, bilib na bilib pa naman sana ako sa iyo, Sandro Marcos, however, you have overlooked the fact that according to the 1987 Philippine Constitution, Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 7, na states there na you cannot actually file multiple impeachment complaints to the same official in the same constitutional year. Yun po talaga yun. Kaya po, naging unconstitutional yun kasi binumbag nyo si VP Sara of impeachment cases on the same constitutional year. And bawal na bawal po yan. It's against human right, it's against the Constitution. Nakakabahala po talaga kasi you people are running our country and you don't know these things. Aren't you supposed to know these basic things? Because you are running the country? Tapos, consequently po, kasi this is in violation of the 1-year ban rule po talaga. And may sinasabi pa anong sinabi nun ni Senator Risa Ontiveros. Ito, may video ako, i-play ko.
Nadidisturb yung kaluluwa ko. Nakakadismaya talaga na may lumabas talagang ganong desisyon na hinahadlangan yung pagganap ng Senado ng tungkulin na solo sa amin inaatas ng konstitusyon, solo sa Senado, ay hahadlangan ng Korte Suprema, pinakamataas na korte sa ibang pantay, pero hiwalay na branch of government. At marami po kaming disturbing questions tungkol sa desisyong iyon.
Di ba? Nakita niyo yun? Nakakahiya. Senator yan One of the people who is running the country yan. Pero walang alam sa Philippine Constitution. Parang mas magaling pa siya sa kataas-taasang hukuman ng bayan. Ang kapal na mukha Alam mo, Risa Ontiveros, nakakahiya ka. Hindi ka talaga mananalo sa 2028. Akala mo kasi mananalo ka. Dahil hindi ka mananalo, dahil. Ang kapal na mukha mo para isipin mong mananalo ka kay VP Sara. Wala kang alam sa Philippine Constitution Now, consequently po kasi, the Senate never really acquired the jurisdiction to hold the impeachment proceedings kasi nga po because of that 1-year ban rule. Now, other than that, it was then later found out that ang kataas-taasang hukuman ng bayan na mismo ang nagsabi na VP Sara was never really provided or given a chance to respond to the articles of impeachment that were filed against her. And it was just later found out that it was transmitted to the Senate. Yun na nga po, these people are so adamant and on pushing the impeachment complaint against VP Sara kasi ayaw talaga nilang manalo si VP Sara sa presidential races 2028. Now, ikaw, Rizal Tubero, hindi ka talaga mananalo. Sa tingin mo, mananalo kang bobo ka, hindi mo nga alam kung anong Philippine Constitution. Ako nandito ako sa Amerika, pero alam kong Philippine Constitution. Bobo mong hayop ka, hindi ka talaga mananalo. Now, please, being Filipinos po talaga, this is your responsibility to know these things. Kasi Pilipino po tayo. Hindi po natin kailangan maging rocket scientist to know these things. Just be updated with the news. Kasi po karapatan nyo po to. Kailangan nyo po itong malaman kasi nandyan po kayo sa Pilipinas. Ang mga tao pong nagpapatakbo po sa gobyerno po natin ngayon, puro mga bangag. And what they're aiming in 2028 presidential election is that they want to stay in power. Ayaw nilang makapasok ang mga Duterte. Hindi ba nga napaka-obvious niyan? Alam niyo ang mga pangyayari dyan. Adik ang presidente nyo. Puta ang ano nyo, ang first lady nyo. Lalo nyo na yan si Risa Ontiveros. Dapat galit nga kayo eh. Dapat hindi kayo magalit sa amin kaming mga mga nagbibigay sa inyo ng mga balita. Dapat magalit kayo sa gobyerno nyo dyan na grabe ang pagkakurap. Adik pa, may puta pa. Ewan ko sa inyo dyan. Minsan, ang hirap nyo mahalin kayong mga Pilipino. Ewan ko sa inyo. Po sa video na ito on how you can order or contact them. And the verdict po talaga sa Chorizo de Cebu sa Texas, it's really, really good. Now, I will be doing a lot of videos like this because ang dami po talagang nagpadala po sa akin. Hindi lang po talaga ang Chorizo de Cebu sa Texas. Marami pong nagpadala po sa akin ng chorizo, mga dried fish. And of course, I'm going to let you guys know that these things are actually really special to me and I will be mentioning your names po sa video sa mga nagpadala po sa akin ng mga mga Filipino food po na na-miss ko po sa Pilipinas. And again po, thank you so much and I'm going to include your pages on my video. Salamat po. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's my husband making the chorizo.
Hello everybody.
Yeah. Making it extra special for tonight's dinner. So what are we doing? We're putting some mushrooms on it?
Yeah, we needed to use the portobellos, or at least they're still good.
Okay. Well, I'll believe you.
No?
I'll believe you. Alright, so this is the taste test, no? So, my husband cooked this with mushroom, right, my love?
Yes.
So, yes. So, okay.
Portobello.
Portobello, okay. The ultimate taste test. Sige, sige, try natin. So this is Chorizo de Cebu from Texas. Oh my god, it's really good. It is really good. This brings back so much memory. I am literally tasting Cebu right now. It's so good, you guys. Now, I will be posting videos like this. I will incorporate little snippets of my videos with these things. Kasi po, ang rami pong nagpadala sa akin and nakakahiya din naman na hindi ko incorporate. Thank you so much, Chorizo de Cebu, for sending me a box of chorizo. It's really good. Salamat po talaga.